New video released by the DeSantis campaign is being criticized by the LGBTQ community. As Action News Jax Jake Stofan reports, the video highlights statements made by former President Donald Trump supporting LGBTQ Americans.
The backlash against the new video posted by Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign, recent court victories for LGBTQ groups here in Florida, and the governor's stagnating poll numbers have some LGBTQ advocates making the argument the governor may be losing the culture wars.
It really has shut down drag.
This video posted by Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign is sparking outrage through the LGBTQ community, with Equality Florida's Carlos Guillermo Smith arguing DeSantis is now saying the quiet part out loud.
Ron DeSantis has stopped gaslighting us, and now he's just screaming bigotry into a megaphone.
The video highlights comments made by former President Donald Trump in support of LGBTQ people and excerpts from news articles critical of policies implemented by DeSantis that impact the LGBTQ community. Anthony Verdugo with the Florida Christian Family Coalition argues the DeSantis campaign is attempting to outflank the former president from the right.
The DeSantis campaign is trying to establish and build an identity separate and apart from Trump and the rest of the Republican field. And I think that's where they were trying to head with this message, but didn't work.
The video comes as LGBTQ advocates have scored 3 recent court victories, challenging the state's prohibition on Medicaid, paying for gender treatments, banning gender care for minors, and a law that aimed to prevent children from attending drag shows. Smith argues the court victories and DeSantis' stagnating poll numbers signal he's losing the culture wars.
That makes Ron DeSantis a loser who has divided our state, wasted our time, and squandered taxpayer money and resources, which doesn't bode well for a presidential campaign.
But Verdugo argues the race for the presidency and the court battles are far from over.
These judges, what they're doing is they're politicizing the matter instead of truly looking at the Constitution, and they're ruling with an ideological bent. But again, all these decisions will be appealed, and I believe they'll end up eventually at the United States Supreme Court.
And Verdugo points to a recent conservative victory in the courts on LGBTQ issues right here in Northeast Florida. St. Johns County Schools policy requiring bathroom use tied to biological sex was reinstated earlier this year after first being struck down by a lower court. Verdugo believes similar arguments will ultimately prevail as the other cases progress through the court system. For local coverage you can count on downtown, I'm Jake Stofan, Action News Jax.